you can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loimacito is the best.
Okay, this story that I'm going to share with you actually happened yesterday. Okay, now for the sake of privacy, I'll just call this lady, her name is Mrs. DeCruz. Okay, now why am I going to share with you? She's based in UAE, she's an Indian. Now why am I going to share this story with you? Okay, now I'm pretty sure most of you have problems, have challenges, have issues. Okay, you're searching for inspirational stories. And then we also have nowadays online, you have the internet. Oh, she's so brave. Have you heard of that phrase? Okay, Jennifer Lopez didn't put makeup, she's so brave. Wow. Then Elliot, some bullshit actor, oh, he came out as a she, or she came out as a he. He's a transgender. Wow, he's so brave. Okay. Sam Smith says, I'm not a he, I'm not a she, I'm a they. Wow, so brave. Okay, so this is what the internet culture says, so brave. For example, you might even have in Indian politics. He walked, Hindu leader walked in a Muslim area. He's so brave. When they have all the snipers and bodyguards and security far off, but they show, oh, so brave. Okay. I'm not saying there's no bravery in that. But let's compare. Now this lady, I'll give you a long story short. Her son booked a session with me. Okay, so I had the session with him, and what he put on his CV, he turned out to be totally something else. Turned out to be a very nice guy, very genuine. On his CV, he came across as a show-off and all the bullshit. So I asked him, why the fuck you put all this nonsense? Saying, yeah, you know, there's that, whatever. And he also said that, you know, I have 2 cameras. There's a live feed going. Just don't mind. It is for clarity. I kind of knew immediately that somebody else was watching. And for me, it's not a problem. Because I'm used to the fact that somebody might be watching me. Somebody must be recording me. So even if I talk to a girl, even if I talk to a lady, I'm pretty aware there can be a camera at the side. There can be a screen grab software that must be recording what is happening. So I'm very careful. I've always run my business in a way that if anybody were to record my session and share it with the world, there'll be no problem. So for me, I didn't care. I said, yeah, okay, whatever. So he went on, he kept talking. He didn't tell me that his mother was sitting there and listening and watching and whatever. Okay, no problem. I didn't know that she was also there. So I went on, you know, talking normally, all my F's and B's, and I was using all my profanities. Yeah, what the fuck, and this and that, and, you know, your bumhole. So we were talking casually. And he was laughing, you know. Obviously, I didn't know the mother was there. Slightly, she's a little old, okay. Finally, when he moved the camera, I saw a glimpse of her, and when he adjusted. So I said, who's that? Immediately he was like, oh okay, that is my mother. I said, bring your mother, let her come and sit, let me talk to her. And then he said, you know, she's a big fan of yours and she watches your video. I said, no issues, just bring. So she came and stood there. I said, why are you standing? Sit, I want to talk to you. So I had the mother sit down and he sit down. And I was like, how are you? Okay, what's going on? And she was talking to me. She reminded me of kind of my own mom, you know. Typical Catholic, you know, Christian mom from Mumbai. So very caring, very loving. You know, my son is this, my son is that, and this. So as we were talking, she suddenly said, she spoke about her struggles. And you know, I always find it interesting to listen to what people are older than us, what they have to say. So, you know, when I asked her about her life, she gave me her life in a nutshell. And this is what she said. She said, Loy, This is my son after multiple miscarriages. I had one child in UAE. After a few months, the child died. I had a second child in UAE. Again, after a few months, the child died. This is my third child, and I was afraid of losing him. And then on top of that, she had cancer. If that was not bad enough, along with the cancer, her husband died. Now here you have a woman who has had, 2 miscarriages. She has a baby, she has cancer, and now her husband is no more. Just let that sink in for a minute. In a world of men, for one man to look after himself, how difficult it is. And then for one man to have a child to look after, how difficult it is. And now let's exchange from man, make it a woman. A woman has to survive in a man's world, and that also not highly educated, not sophisticated, does not have contacts and connections, has cancer, and is not rich. For me, the minute I heard that, I just kept quiet. Because here why I'm sharing this with you. My wife who's there, I've asked my wife multiple times, if I die, what will you do? My wife said, my life is finished. My wife doesn't know what to do. My wife will go back to farming, where she'll earn maybe, just think, maybe 200 baht a day. Let that sink in. 200 baht is less than, 20 dirhams? Less than that? 20 dirhams. Or how many? $4? $5? That's all she'll earn. That's all my wife will earn per day, $4 to $5. She has to pay rent, pay food, take care of herself, take care of the kid. How? And here is a mother that did all this, that also in a country like Dubai, where you need a visa, where you need work, and she raised him up to be a man of his own. I just listened to it. I didn't feel sad for her. I didn't have pity for her. But I had that sense of respect for that woman. Respect. Because she is doing something I don't think I would have the guts to do. I don't think I would have the balls to do it. I don't think I would have the courage. I really don't. I don't know from where she got this courage. I don't know from where she got. Maybe looking at her son, she fought. And to be honest with you, I don't know how many struggles this mother must have gone through. How many nights she must have cried alone. How many days she didn't know what she would eat. These are untold stories which nobody writes about, nobody talks about. These are stories which, like for example, when my baby is sick, me and my wife spend the whole night checking every 2 hours, every 1 hour. And imagine we are two, me and my wife, we can take care. But now imagine if one person, how do you take care? You have to take care, check the temperature, check this thing, the next day go to work, then check on your baby, then come back. How do you do? Nobody writes this in books. Nobody talks about it on social media. In those days, there was no social media like today, how people are seeking attention. I really wondered, how did this mother do all this? Now the poor lady is at the twilight of her life. Her son has to take over the mantle. And, the mother, she watches my video, which is an honor for me. I'll tell you, I consider it an honor. I would like to apologize for the bad words I use, but the thing is, this is who I naturally am. I use my fox, I use the bitch, I use asshole. These are the words I use naturally, and I'll use it in front of my child or behind. It's who I am. I don't use it for shock. It comes naturally. It is not right for a child to use, and you should not use it in front of an elder. Now, when I was in her presence, I mind my language, although it did come out in between. But I didn't say it for the sake of disrespect. I said it as a figure of speech. So I know you'll say, what about your child? No, my child will be well behaved. My child would have the discretion to know when to use, what to use, and why to use. And as long as my child would be under my roof, my child would never use these words. When you're your own self-earning, independent person, use whatever you want. Do whatever you like. Your life. Your money, your life. My house, my rules. So why am I sharing this video? Number one is to give this woman, not only this woman, but mothers like her, single fathers like her, human beings like her, who have taken up this cross. You know, like Christian, they say, carry your cross and follow me. Who have taken on this cross or this immense challenge to not give up, to fight the day-to-day battles, to give their children a good life, to give their parents a good life, to give their family a good life. These are the unsung heroes, you know, the people we don't know about. We want heroes. Oh, he got 100 bullets and he survived. He was with one hand and this and that. And oh, so brave. She came out as transgender. Oh, so brave. No makeup. Oh, so brave. Look at her ass. She's showing her ass. Oh, she's showing her vagina. Oh, look, so brave. On one side, you have those mental retard cases like that also. So brave. Oh, he changed pronoun from he, she to they. Oh, so brave. And then you have people like this. So I want to give my respects to mothers and fathers and parents like this. That's one. The second one is to tell you people out there who are feeling pity for yourself, sorry for, oh, no money, Lord, no money, help. Yeah. See this woman. She could have told her son, you know, she could have asked me, please, Loy, do something for free. Please, Loy. She could have. And it's not that parents and mothers and fathers have not tried. She could have. She chose not to. She told her son, be a man. I'm assuming this is what she told her son. To be a man, pay him what he's worth and take his session. And for me, I respect a mother like that. I respect a son like that. I respect people like that. And I'll tell you, I'll go out of the way to make sure I do my best. Whatever limited I can do. Whether he wants a new job, a guidance or whatever. But it'll be business. It's not going to be free. And last if not the least, I just want to tell you that there are human beings like this whom, if we can make a difference, somehow, if we can make a difference, please don't hesitate. I don't know how I can impact this woman's life. I don't know how I can impact the son's life. Anyway, I'm not I'm not going to do it for free. I have a family of my own. But sincerely, genuinely from my heart, I will do my best. Like I do for every client, maybe I might do a little bit more. And I just request, if you're watching this video until now, if you know any mother, if you know any father who has done these things, or your own mother, father, your own, just go give them a hug. Tell them how much you love them. Just make them feel special. Even if you give money, some amount of money in their bank account, and they'll feel happy, do that. Because these sacrifices that they do, no, we don't know what they are. And only when you become a parent, you realize what it is. And for a guy like me, who's mother and father, stepfather who is a son of a bitch, I hope he rots in hell. I hope he has the most painful disease. I will enjoy it. Because he's a bastard. Okay. Mother, she was always after money. Let her, no hard feelings. She can live her own life. I have nothing against her. She gave birth to me. She could have aborted me. She didn't. She wasn't a perfect mother. I have nothing against her. And yes, the people who sexually assaulted me and all that, hope you get ball sack cancer, bone cancer, painful disease. You should not die. I would love to watch you suffer because you have raped children and small. So anyway, keeping such people aside, what I was trying to tell you is, I know what it is to not have a mother and father. I know. So don't take your blessings for granted. I'm pretty sure you're doing everything you can for your mother and father. But if through this video, if this story touched you, put some nice comments down below for this lady, Mrs. De Cruz. Put something nice, please. Don't put something rude. So if she reads, let her heart fill with joy for being such an amazing mother. I don't always put videos like this, but I wanted to share this with you. I hope it has touched you. I hope it has inspired you. And a salute for all the mothers, all the fathers, Filipino, Indian, Pakistani, Arabs, who do this for their children. We are lucky to have people like you. This is what I wanted to say. You guys take care. It's me signing off. Ciao.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.